All right, we are still in chapter 17 about cybercrime. So we're going to do something about cybercrime here now, which I call the best and the scariest. And when I say the best, I mean it's scariest because it could be perhaps the best cyber crime approach ever tried in the world. And let's see what it is. It is artificially intelligent enabled. By using artificial intelligence, the best and scariest cyber crime, which is just in its infancy now, could be a game changer for cyber criminals. I'm sure the public and the marketplace will figure out a way to avoid the onslaught of this, what could be a almost impossible way to know that we are potentially the victims of cybercrime. I'm sure we'll figure something out, but in the meantime, I'm scared. It is known as deepfakes. We may have mentioned it. You may already know about it. Deepfakes are computer-assisted, computer-generated voices of people that sound just like people that we know, but it's not them. And the computer can say words that the person has never said before. The computer can actually generate images as well. But let's just talk about the digital voices first. It's where computer researchers were able to make President Obama, using software and using recorded samples of his voice, say whatever they wanted. And when they added that to a video, they turned it into, looks like President Obama is actually saying something that he didn't say. And the same thing happened with Mark Zuckerberg. You may know about this more than I do through Facebook or on Instagram, and it went viral. I'll try to pull it from the YouTube if I can find it there and share. I've never seen it, so I'd like to actually see it myself, so I'll try to pull it from there. But this was another case history of using deep fakes or artificially intelligent enabled software and programs to make somebody look like they're saying something. It's you hear it's their voice, it's their image, it looks real. So the problem with this is the technology is getting better every day. And as it gets better, it starts to get cheaper. And so you can go down on the dark web and start buying the software for this and start applying it. And if you've got enough audio of a particular person that you want to perform a deep fake using their voice, you can feed that into the system. Now the system's got enough samples of the person's voice. The computer can mimic that voice really well. To mimic the sight of that person on screen takes a lot more computing power and a lot more samples of their vision and their movements. But over time, again, with the technology improving, it may be that just a picture alone might be able to duplicate a person's image on a screen. All right. Then the question is, now that we know it's there and getting more realistic, what does that mean? And how do we keep ourselves from being victims of cybercrime using these deep fakes? There's no easy answers, but one thing's for sure: verify the source. You've heard that before. You always hear that from me because now I'm a confirmed believer of that after having been the victim twice. Yeah. The good news about having been the victim twice, I can tell you, is I don't make the same mistake more than 2 times. I don't make the same mistake twice. I used to say I don't make the same mistake twice. That's true. I don't make the same mistake twice. I make it 4 or 5 times. So we're just waiting for the next time. But this is the key. This probably is the key. It might be mom calling you on the phone and asking you to deposit money in a certain account or wire money. So what you should do is you should get on the phone and call the known phone number to verify that she just asked you to do that. That's verifying the source. Call the known phone number. All right. We had this argument in a prior semester of this class about this concept that AI not only might be able to perfect deep fakes, but it might be able to help detect a deep fake, and maybe we can get ahead of the curve and know a deep fake before we are victimized by it. So there was two computer scientists in the class. One argued that yes, this is exactly what will happen. AI will get ahead of itself, and you'll never have to be a victim of this. And another student said, nah, the criminals will always be ahead of the curve and coming up with something new, and that can't be caught by artificially intelligent tools to try to spot these deep fakes. So I chipped in, well, that sounds more realistic to me, because I know as far as the CPA auditors of the world, the criminals are always one step ahead of us. We figure out what we have to audit based on what we missed. So they're always this step ahead. And I feel that that's possibly the way it will be with these artificially intelligent software systems that can really do a number on us. So what is a deep fake? Once again, it is mashing deep learning and fake together. Deep learning is seeing the sight of a person and hearing the sight of feeding the sound waves of a person's voice and the sound and the images of a person into a computer program over and over and over again. So the program really learns how to mimic the voice and mimic the image, and then you fake it out. That's basically what deep fakes are. So it creates humans based on artificial images, human images and their voices, using artificial intelligence. All right, so that's what it is. All this never caught the stuff with Zuckerberg never caught my eye. The stuff with Obama never caught my eye, but this caught my eye and woke me up to the deep fake concept. It was a Wall Street Journal reported that some clever attackers built a deep fake voice that was used to call up an employee, and the voice was of the employee's CEO. So, and the voice said, "Please wire money to," and then it gave the information, the bank, and where the money should go for. And the poor employee, hearing the voice of what he believed was his chief executive officer of his company, went ahead and author $243,000. This was in 2018. So while it's not that long ago, it shows you how long this software has been around already. So it's quite scary. And so $243,000 was wired out of the country and never to be seen again. I don't know if there was insurance. I don't know what happened to the employee, but I felt really sorry for the person. Now, arguably, they might have not much of an argument to their CEO, because they may have violated procedures. Even if the voice said, just do it, override the controls, and maybe the voice did say that, they should know better than to listen to a CEO and override those controls. But that's a real tough ethical test, I gotta tell you. Don't put me in that test, because I don't think I would pass. I think I would do the same thing as the employee did. I would listen to the voice if I thought it was the real voice. So big, scary stuff that could go on. All right, this is going to get followed by a video or two showing you samples of this kind of stuff, so you can, if you've never played around with YouTube to see it, get your opportunity. Okie dokie.